Hey guys, this is Bea, and I am playing Tex Murphy Under Killing Moon. As you can see, I've attempted to record this at least 3 times, and I have been unsuccessful so far, but now I will be successful. Now, some backstory on this game. It is a game from 1994. It is the first game in its series to use 3D graphics and full motion video to greatly expand both the gameplay and presentation of the game. The games before it were Tex Murphy Mean Streets and Tex Murphy Martian Memorandum. You'll hear a little bit about that throughout the game as well. I haven't played either of them, but this one is pretty unique in the fact that the full motion video basically means that real people are being inserted into the game and not just, 3D CG figures of them, which is pretty neat. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. So it's sort of like a point and click adventure type game with the backdrop of future San Francisco. And it's sort of like film noir and cyberpunky, and it's just hopefully going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see how this goes.
So, they found it again, have they? I thought we'd taken care of it.
The forces of evil are persistent, sir.
I'm getting too old for this. Who have we got lined up to deal with this problem?
Murphy, sir.
Oh, no, not Murphy.
Afraid so, sir.
What about Spade or Marlowe?
Dead, sir.
Isn't there anyone else?
Sorry, sir, he's next on the list.
Well, I suppose we'll have to make do. Knowing Murphy, he's going to need help. A lot of help.
I'll check the archives and get back to you, sir.
So I wonder what that was about.
News of
But
the
let's
day.
learn some history. Let's do that.
As the Second World War enters its final days, Allied forces are on the march. The troops of the Western Alliance are occupied with the dangerous duty of ferreting out the remaining pockets of Nazi resistance. The
Nazis.
storming of Berlin has crushed the heart of German opposition and sent remnants of the Fuhrer's troops scurrying into the dark reaches of the Black Forest. The Germans have vowed to fight to the last man in their quest for world domination. But their days are numbered, with Adolf Hitler dead and the once dreaded SS disbanded. The Allies have exposed the workings of the Nazi war machine
Nazis.
and found it festering with ancient blood cults, whose rituals and ceremonies are too astonishing and barbaric to detail.
Blood cults?
Allied forces will not rest until the last cult member has been revealed and captured.
I don't remember blood cults in my history textbooks.
No pestilence has ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and horror of blood.
So who else used such wily occultist whims for their stories? Why, that's Captain America, the movie with Chris Evans in it. They also used a similar sort of thing because apparently he was actually a bit of an occultist. Adolf Hitler, that is, not Steve Rogers or Chris Evans. Yeah, so they gave Hydra a bit of that backstory and moved them away from the Nazis into being Hydra, which is... They just want to take over the world, guys. They don't care about your race or gender or anything like that. They just want the world. It has nothing to do with anything else. Anyway. Access Software presents... Bam! Under a Killing Moon. Brian Keefe. Margot Kidder. Russell Means. And the voice of James Earl Jones. Executive producer, Bruce Carver. Directed by Tex Murphy himself, Chris Jones. And now let's enter in the world of San Francisco 2042 AD.
In the moonlight, New San Francisco sparkles like a chunk of cubic zirconium, an island of hollow beauty surrounded by a red sea of radiation. 5 million souls drowning in gamma rays. Some lucky people have a natural immunity to genetic mutation caused by the radiation. I'm one of them. Most of them live in the new city, but I don't. I live among the unlucky souls, the mutants and the destitute, and the wreckage of old San Francisco. My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private detective. Or at least I used to be. Since my marriage hit the rocks, I haven't done much of anything. I went out tonight for the first time in a week, but all I ended up doing was spending the last of my money on a bottle of cheap bourbon. Now it's past midnight, and I'm staring out of the window of my office on the second floor of the Ritz Hotel. Just like me, the Ritz used to be something. Now it's just another grimy building in a rundown part of town. And I'm almost out of bourbon.
My God, Murphy, you look like hell. Really hit bottom, didn't you?
Backstory.
Oh, I usually don't look this bad. I forgot to take my Geritol this morning. So, you want a drink? I saved my first one to have with you.
No, thanks. I've been dry for 8 years now. Yeah, one morning I just looked in the mirror and decided I needed to make a few lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, quit drinking. Now I'm getting out of the business. Yep, I'm going to move to the tropics and retire in a nice secluded island with a tribe of beautiful young women.
You're getting out of the business? I guess that means the end of the world must be around the corner because you are the detective. I can't imagine you doing anything else, especially not running around an island with a bunch of nubile women in a loincloth.
Oh, I can imagine it. I've been thinking about it for years now. Yeah. You know how it is. Lonely. Underappreciated. Dangerous. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in 38 years. I tell you, I'm working on a case right now, and that's going to be my last one. Oh. Enough about me. How about you, Tex? How's life treating you? Bad as it looks?
Well, it depends. What day is it anyway today? Saturday? Well, Saturdays aren't too bad. It's normally Thursday by the time I get really suicidal. So what is it you wanted? Just come by to sprinkle a little salt into the open wounds of my pathetic life?
No, Tex, you got me all wrong. Just because you turned me in and got me suspended and humiliated me in front of my peers. You sold me out. But that's all gonna pass. See, I quit hating you for that weeks ago. Like I said, I'll be leaving soon, and I didn't want to go with any loose ends dangling there to bother me in my golden years.
Hey, don't worry about me. When you tossed me out of the agency, it was the best thing that ever happened. Digging through dumpsters and sleeping in abandoned speeders, you helped me learn a great lesson. Because no matter how bad things are, they can always get worse.
So what happened to you? I heard you were doing pretty well there for a while. Did a hell of a job on that Martian memorandum case. What's your problem? You one of those people who can't live with success?
I'm still here, by the way.
Huh?
Just enjoying the story.
Live with it. I'm just afraid of commitment. Now you tell me something. Why wouldn't you talk to me 15 years ago? I was a stupid kid back then. Could have tried to understand why I told the ethics board what I did. I mean, I understand now that I was out of line and I made a mistake, but why'd you cut me off like that?
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. And never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them. They're a precious commodity to people like me and you. Now listen, before I go, I came here with a warning. I heard your name mentioned in connection with a case that I'm working on, and you stay out of it. If you don't, somebody's gonna find you floating in the bay with a hole in your head. I don't need any more strain on my conscience.
You know, frankly, I'm pretty insulted. Because I'm a pretty damn good detective, and I can take care of myself, thank you.
What? This is dumb.
Just remember what I said, Tex. Got no idea what kind of people we're dealing with here. Just keep out of my way. I'll send you a postcard.
Aw, man, listen to that sweet music. Under a killing moon, day 1, cuffing up phlegm.
So last night, after 15 years, the Colonel walks into my office. Made me take a good hard look at myself. Maybe I have hit bottom, and maybe I do look like hell. Lord knows the only exercise I've had lately is tipping the bottle and flipping cards into my hat. I gotta find some work. Contrary to what the Colonel might think, I'm as good a detective as he ever was. Now I just gotta prove it. I'm gonna scare up a job today, even if it means finding somebody's lost puppy.
All right, so here is the main screen of Tex Murphy's game. You can see you can walk around using the mouse button. Arrow keys move you up and down, and then control is crouch. And then E gets you back to where you've been. All right, so let's start looking at things. How about that? What's this? Look at
My
that.
phonograph's an old family heirloom. I love to play the classics. Kool and the Gang, Peaches and Herb.
I'm guessing those are... Whoa. Ooh, I like that music. Oh no, I wanted to keep playing it. That sucks. Oh well. There's a water thing. There's a window. Hey, let's look at this desk. Ah, whoa. Moving in this is really hard when it's not WASD keys. WASD?
Oh, great.
Is that what the kids
Another
say?
incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business.
Okay. There's a bunch of diplomas and weird paintings, and this is...
PrimeLink computer is the only valuable piece of equipment left in the office. By entering suspect information like height, weight, and hair color, I can access the suspect's personal files.
Cool, cool. What else can I look at? Let us look down at this desk.
Ah, Sylvia, my ex-wife. Whenever I think things can't get any worse, I think about her and how she totally...
Oh, there you are.
Oh, whoops, I skipped that. Basically, he screws up her. She screws up his life because, yeah, she likes to sleep around and not be a monogamous, and they didn't really talk about that. Communication is key in relationship, guys.
You're so big and strong.
Do you really think so?
Well, yes. God, I've only known you for 10 minutes, and I feel like I've known you forever. Oh, yes, look. And look at this muscle. Oh. The way you hold me, Tex never held me like this. Oh, kiss me, Rudy, and set my lips on fire.
Okay.
Oh, Tex, honey. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
Well, duh. Obviously. Now I know why the Roto-Rooter man keeps calling and asking whether we need our plumbing checked. Well, I gotta admit, those chairs look pretty good.
Thanks. Listen, how about I don't charge you on the labor and we call it even?
Fair enough. But from here on out, Rudy, customer servicing doesn't include my wife.
See, honey? I saved you some money again. Aren't you happy?
I married her
Upholstery.
for better.
Upholstery. Is that a thing still? I guess it is. People like things on their couches, right? Alright, so let's see. Let's look at this desk. Okay. So let's tilt down, and there we go. What's this?
Nothing in here but a stamp.
Let's get that stamp.
One last $10 stamp waits patiently to be licked and mailed.
What's over here?
Nothing in here but a pen.
Let's grab that pen.
This is probably the only writing utensil that works in the whole office.
Let's use it for a thing. Because why not? Whoa, okay. Going a little crazy. Okay. Let's look at this stuff here. Oop. Okay.
Another pile of garbage. There just aren't enough hours in the day.
Okay.
Well, since the building inspector has only one eye and no depth perception, the hotel manager painted fire extinguishers in all the apartments. Saved him a bundle.
I feel like that's an actual thing people do to save money. Like, it's not even him exaggerating. It's like, yeah, there's been stories about this happening.
I called this painting The Big Spill.
I think there was a TV show where it was like the emergency pole was not actually an emergency pole. I forgot what show it was.
Stupid light switch is stuck in the on position. Could be worse, I guess.
All right, what else? There's a closet. There's a school of dance.
Ah, the closet door.
Oh, okay.
All I've ever needed was a soft felt fedora, a well-tailored overcoat, and a comfy pair of sneakers. Some people know what they like, and they stay with it. Great-great-grandpa Murphy made it through the Depression by teaching cha-cha lessons to rich older women. He made thousands before the authorities found out he had no formal training.
Does that really matter? Like training? I guess it does, because you want to do the cha-cha right, especially if you're teaching somebody. Anyway.
The office was actually a dance studio before I moved in, and Latin dancing is a Murphy family tradition.
Is it? Is it really?
The dusty credenza I've got serves only one purpose, and that's to keep the dust off the floor. My gun. I love it so much.
Oh, guns.
Trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this? Bam, bam. Hey, bam, bam, bam. Bam.
Are you really supposed to do that with a gun?
Bam. And you.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, why would you do that?
Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window.
Yeah, your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my hell.
Pretty good shot,
No matter
though.
how bad things got, I always had my gun. Now I've lost that, too. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those days.
Yeah, it's sort of your fault you lost it, though, because you were playing around with it. Yeah, guns aren't for playing like that. Sorry. All right. What's this?
Oh, boy, mail.
Let's get that mail.
Oh, boy, mail.
Let's get that mail. Let's see. Let's look at our inventory. We got a credit card application. How do I use? Nope. Inventory. Examine. There we go. That's what I want to look at.
Pre-approved electronic shop credit card application addressed to the previous occupant. Just needs to be signed, stamped, and mailed.
What? I just happen to have a pen. I just happen to have a stamp. That's amazing. So let's combine the pen with the application. Oh, they became smaller and then they became bigger. So what does that mean? Examine.
Now all this baby needs is a stamp.
Oh, I signed it. Woo! Let's combine it with, yes, that's right, a stamp. Yeah, you just put it in the corner. That's how you stamp things, guys. Just put it in the corner. No envelopes or anything like that.
I need to run this thing down to the auto post box on the street.
Ah, so there we go. We have something to do now.
Run this thing down to the auto post box on the street.
All right. So now we have a thing to do. Let's examine other things. What can we do with the sales flyer? Tomorrow at 9 a.m., the electronics shop will open its newly remodeled store and offer a veritable bonanza of bargains. Dongles, fax machines, remote-controlled toys, stereos, vidphones, doohickeys, thingers, whatchamacallits, and much, much more. One of each in stock, apparently. That's what that first asterisk says. Be sure to check out the unbelievable prices on our own line of dandy products. Number 2, these products, of course, are not on sale. Yes, that's what that says. Remember to bring your electronic shop credit card. 3 asterisks. Cash not accepted. Credit card required to enter the electronic shop. Oh. And plan to stay late. You won't believe the deals. That seems like a red herring for what we just did with the whole mail-in application. And let's look at this. We just got a gift certificate that entitles the holder, which is us, to get one cosmetic job, nose, boobs, etc., courtesy of the Real You Surgical Clinic. 30 minutes to a better you. And then some things I can't read underneath. Oh, duh. It's right here. I'm like squinting up here and I just realized it's all down here. Does it show you what else it says? Oh, manufacturer's coupon, no expiration date, void where prohibited and is restricted by law. Cash value 1/20th of a cent. That's pretty neat. All right, let's resume the game.
That's the door to the street.
Let's go to the street, guys. I feel good about this. I feel like we have conquered the desk area, the office area. And let's see what's outside in the bright, big world.